Well, here it is. The last day of January 2024. January 31st. Let's go in here and see what's going on. My last video, I think, was January 2nd, when I had just taken the sheetrock off. Let's see what's going on. Holy cow. What? What? Holy cow. Somebody's been busy. Somebody's been busy. Look at this. Look at this. Good gravy. I just installed those ducts up there this morning. I got so much better flow than what they had before. They had big loops and stuff in that, you know, restricting the flow. So here's what happened. I'm loving the 1.5 feet higher, you know. Almost can't even imagine how it used to look in here with just the little 8-foot ceilings. Oh, it looks so much better. 9.5. And so I got to this area where I was going to do the octagon, and it hit me that just restricts, you know, just makes it smaller when you come up on those angles, and you lose all the edges. So I'm just going up square. It looks more impressive, more grand. I'll still have the lights. I'm still going to have the, you know, you can see I still got the little thing coming out there. That's going to have the 1x6 and the piece of crown. But this is going to be grand. That's like 11.5 feet tall up there. I'm standing on the top of that ladder to nail that stuff. I just put those two right there in. Put all that together on the ground, put the box in it on the ground and everything. It's a little scary, man. I don't have scaffold and stuff. I'm standing at the top of that, and that's I think that's an 8-foot ladder. No, I guess it's a 6-foot, huh? I thought I had bought an 8-foot ladder. No, I guess it's just another 6. That's why, yeah. That's scary, dude, just hanging up there on the top of that, because I actually had it go out on me one time about 3 weeks ago, and I caught myself and hung off the rafters. Yeah, I have no idea how my reflexes reflected that quick. But this is looking amazing. Amazing. January 2nd to January 31st. Look at those beams. There's the main. Here, let me just clip this ladder. That beam right there, carrying those trusses. Well, the uprights of what used to be the trusses. Right there, over there to a 2x10. Right on down, and there's a stud right in there. There's a stud right in there. That is carrying solid. Right on down, I checked down below, everything's good. So that one there, and of course one there. There's a big one right over there. Carrying right there. Those used to be downs. Now they only got just a little bit off of the top of the truss right there. Those used to be down posts off of the, now it's going right to there. So 2 of them are right there. And those both go, one goes into there and one goes right there. That's carrying the roof. Well, this half of it, and see those are higher because they wound up, I had to figure it out, like, man, they wind up in there to the top of this octagon. Well, it was going to be the octagon, now it's going to be a square. I'm going to throw 2 beams up there. I'm going to buy some of that stuff that looks like tongue and groove, but it's just a 4x8 sheet. And I'm going to put that up in there, and two beams. 1, 2. This winds up in 143. It's almost 12 foot there. 1 inch less than 12 foot up in there. Still got the fireplace to frame up there, the top of the fireplace. But now this other one, now this is a 2x12. Dude, trying to get this stuff up there by yourself with the trusses all there yet. You can't, it's not like you could just disassemble the trusses and then so that you could get that 2x. No, I wrestled that 2x12 up in the trusses. You know, the trusses had to remain. You're getting up there and then you're making your cuts and you're supporting what you need to support. Oh my goodness, dude. I don't even know how I got around all this in 1 month time. Having lost a week and the 2 weekends, I lost almost 10 days with that snow we got on a Sunday into that following Monday. 8 inches of snow and then just sub-freezing. I mean, we were down at 4 degrees, the teens during the day. For a week, the snow and the ice didn't go anywhere. I couldn't come down here. I got no heat in here, man. I'd have been freezing. I couldn't even get on the roads for the first 3-4 days. So, lost 10 days in there and still got all this done. Mind-blowing, man. For one person. See that little roof right there is the only part that'll stay. That was the original 8 foot. This little thing here, and that's where they had the duct. I'm gonna cover that all up with a nice clean sheet of sheetrock, and now your two are centered right on this opening thing here. One's right over there, and the other one's on that little. Yeah, this is looking amazing. I wish you could see. I don't know. This video probably don't do nothing for it, but I figured I'd take this video this way this time, but. Oh, and this ceiling's so much better. It's so much stronger. When I got up there and started looking at those trusses, you know, the bottom where the bottom of the trusses, the long span, you know, it's about 28 feet long here. Dude, it undulated like 1.5 inches. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those trusses aren't even close to being straight. Oh, terrible. You know, now that I got this all supported like this, and, you know, it's so much stronger and flatter, you know, the ceiling's flat. I made use of all the old, you know, most of this lumber, besides the big beams, is the old trusses. The different braces that were on them, the bottom, you know, I still got some of the lumber here yet. See, here's the, you know, there's the old gussets on them, and I'm still using it. I got pretty much what I need. I did all of this framing, you know, buying the 2x12s and the double that girder there and the 2x10s, you know, I got about $500 is all I got in this entire, to change the look of this whole thing. You know, the whole way back the hall here. Dealt with all this. Already dealt with all this here, you know, took this up and reconfigured the return air and that light and the way the air handler sits on top of it. And I mean, dude, I have been in it, man. I have been in it to win it down here. Oh, got the chime out, you know, dealing with all kind of wiring and stuff, phone wires, and the chime used to be right there, and there used to, yeah, that's no longer going to be there. The fire alarm, that's going up here in the ceiling. It'll go up in here. And the chime used to be right here, but the way this turns out now, my line to it wasn't quite long enough, so man, I'm gonna put the chime over here. And then my wire will work just right, and I ain't gotta take nothing, you know, I don't have to buy that line again that comes from the doorbell there on the front door. All these different wires, man. These two, you know, cable line, there's the cable yet. I still actually, that one I gotta take out. I'm gonna have to take that one out. It's gotta get routed on the other side of that fireplace right there. But this is wild, man. Of course, there's your stairs going down. Let's come back in here. You know, so when you're looking from this way now, man, when you come out of this bedroom, see, here's your little 8 foot. Oh, it feels so tiny to be in a little 8 foot ceiling. I'm letting these, you know, I'm letting the 2 bedrooms. But you come out here and boom! Oh man, immediately you're coming up, you know, about 9'4", 9'6", 9'4", I think it is. Yeah, came up 16 inches, yep. That's all I was able to get. This is gonna look amazing. I think we're moving in, man. I think we're moving in. Good gravy, this is nice. I mean, I'm going nuts up in this place. So yeah, I'll frame the rest of that fireplace in right there up to the top. But you come around here and already laid out the kitchen, came down. You know how I get this done, man. You know, I'm moonlighting. You know, I run for materials and stuff late at night. I don't waste any time. You know, I only get to work down here Monday through Friday because Saturday, you know, that's my Sabbath. And then Sunday, these people are all home around here. I'm not going to come down here and start banging and cutting and sawing and, you know, framing with the framing gun, all that noise. I mean, they're right over there. You know, there's neighbors right on both sides. So Monday through Friday is all I get to work down here. I don't know if you can see, but see, I got things already laid out. Where that wall winds up being, it is going to be here in the living room. Looking in there. Cabinet up here. What's that, 36-inch cabinet? I got beams already laid out where they're going to go. A beam going to be there. One's going to be there, of course, up against the ceiling, not down there where the 8-foot ceiling was, and a beam back in there. Yeah, I came down on a Sunday and lined this. I said, I can come down here on a Sunday and work as long as I'm quiet. You like doing like layout and calculating and planning. Most planning though and calculating is done at night at home. So when I come down here, man, I am ready to work. I am efficient. I've already thought through whatever I'm doing the next day. You know, because I get down here like 9:30 or 10. You know, I have to get up in the morning, make breakfast. You know, for the wife with her Parkinson's and stuff, and get her to the bathroom. And so I don't get down here 9:30, 10, and then I got to leave her about 12:30 or so and head home, and then I do lunch and get the lunch for us, and then get her to the bathroom again, and then I don't get back down here to like 1:30, 2-ish, around 2 sometimes, you know, and then I get to work to about 4:30, 5-ish. I'm getting about 5 hours a day is all I'm getting down here. I mean, that's it. So when you're down here actually working physically, I mean, you better be moving. I mean, I'm moving. I am not down here looking around and calculating and figuring out, what am I going to do? No, that's already been thought through at night. You know, I got a journal if I need to write measurements and stuff, and I've already figured everything out. So 12 and a half, what is this? 13 minutes so far. That's good enough. That's about it, man. I just wanted to show you where I'm at. So yep, so we're just taking this up like a rectangle. Maximum volume. It's gonna look grand in here. It's gonna look impressive. So there's my radio. You turn your radio, gotta have tunes playing. I open up this window, split them 2 curtains, and I get right to work, man. I mounted that light up in there. See that other light right up, way up in there? Yeah, that was just that one. You can see the one way over there near where that fire stack goes up. Did that actually did that on the weekend. Because that was quiet. So I was like, I got to get a light over here. You know, I didn't have no light over here. So now you can really see. I'll take you up top. Shoot, I got a little time on this video. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. This is gonna be awesome up in here. It's so much cooler. Look at this. Look at this stuff. It's so much cooler than what used to be up here, just them trusses. They sucked. See, there's the gussets. You can see the gussets on those sections right there. See, that's actually 2x4s on top of each other. Right there. Those were over there. That was coming right off of that section over there, the side of the house right there. Yeah, you can see the one actually way over in there. You can see the one that's still on the side that stayed. So that's where they came from. Those are all the trusses that, you know, the cut-offs that was over there. Turned them into right there because I want to be able to come up here. I'm going to build a little thing right here. I'm going to build a little walkway right here. That brings me right over to here. So that I can step right on here and man, you can go to town up here. See how nice and straight I got them? I just installed them. They had big swinging loops in them. Crazy, 4 or 5 foot loops. I mean, Man, the flow's so much better now. Right on over into that one, and that one goes right down there. I moved them. I redid all those right there, hung them differently than where they were. But yeah, look at that. Joist hangers and all this stuff. See all the joist hangers? So man, you're secure. I feel secure walking anywhere up here. I wanted to make sure that, I ain't scared to walk up here. And of course, they sit on that side. They sit on the wall over there. But yeah, there's that wall, or is that other light I hung. So this is cool, cool, cool. So when I turn this off, I'm gonna get up here and put these last, I think there's 3 more that need here and 3 on the other side. Get this highest spot framed. And eventually I gotta put the little plywood. I already got it ripped for these little things where the rope lights will lay. So this is pretty wild, isn't it? This is pretty wild now. Oh, I love it. Love it. I noticed over here, right there is the dryer stack. This is hard to film and walk around up here and and look at what I'm filming because I don't want to fall up in here. Look at this. This was all over the place up here. Lint. You can still see it right there on that roof right there. Look, there was all, later I actually saw, I thought they just had it hanging like that. When I first came up here, I was like, oh, they just put the thing and just had it hanging like, so your lint just flies out up here in the attic. Like, oh, that's not. It was a couple of weeks or a week or something later when I actually noticed, oh, there's the hole. It came off. I mean, I actually cleaned that stuff off of it. It was all over everything up here. All the different uprights and bracing. And see, there's a pile of my, I shifted a lot of that insulation over into here. And then the other pile is way over here. That was the first thing I did. That was like the first day of January. Look at the pile of insulation up in there. Good golly, man, there's a stack of it back in there. That'll all come out here. I got to work it out here once I get the sheetrock back on here. Got that wall back up, extended it. Remember, I had actually installed it to the 8-foot ceiling before I realized that I'm gonna take all this stuff up, and so had to redo it. So yeah, some of this wiring I've already done, but a bunch will be left to do here. I want to get my can lights in there for the kitchen. So I'm gonna have fun doing some wiring. That's fun. I enjoy that. This framing is the, is the real brute work. I mean, dude, it's brutal, man. See this? I want to show you this one here. You see how this one is? I had to come way over here because that's not bearing right down there. That wasn't bearing right there, like the way those are right there. No, here you had to come further, way over to this truss, and I put a 2x10 down there. It goes over there to that bearing wall and over here to this bearing wall. There's a wall right down here. And then the 2x12, that big honking 2x12. That was one of the, was that the first? No, that was actually the third. No, I started over there and put that first beam in way up over there, That's where I started. The trusses were completely in, I'm up in there with the trusses supported where I needed to support them. And then I did this beam next, oh, dude, miserable trying to get them up in here yourself, up in amongst the trusses. And then this one, oh, this one was really a nightmare. These are 16 foot long, 15 and a half. Almost 16 feet it is from there, the whole way over to there, working like a dog, on this kind of stuff by yourself. I know how much work this all was. And I am glad to be where I'm at, because now I can pretty much lap up the gravy to the end of the job. You just be putting stuff back, each little, whatever you're doing, putting some sheetrock up or brick paneling on that wall over there I'm gonna do. And so that's it, man. Okay, what are we at now? 20. Okay, that's long enough for this video. All right, so now you see it. Who knows if I'll make another video? I don't know until this place is done. Who knows? But that's it. That is how she's gonna look. A monster ceiling raise, you know, raised ceiling. This sun just came out, which gives it a little bit more brightness up in there. Yeah, man, I really love this. It's gonna look impressive. All right. So that's it. And we'll see you next time.